Markets might be down right now everywhere, but this is really the time to start building and look for those gems, especially in the play to earn space. So ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I want to zoom in again on Heroes of Mavia, a Clash of Clans-like game in the play to earn ecosystem. And in this video especially, I want to zoom in really on the tokenomics, probably the most important part of any game out there. But guys, if you want to know more about the basics, check out my previous video linked in the top right corner over there. But right now, let's talk about some economics. There are multiple in-game resources. So we got gold over here, as you see, we got oil, and we got ruby loot. And do remember that ruby, ladies and gentlemen, because as you might know, that will be the earn token. And while we're talking about the earn token, let's quickly go look at the game deck, because over there we can see all the important currencies, really, the cryptocurrencies of Heroes of Mavia. So on the one hand, we got the Mavia token, and on the other hand, we got the ruby token. Mavia, governance token, really more used for buying and selling on the marketplace. While ruby is something that you earn in-game and spend in-game as well. Axie Infinity started with this dual token system, but while there are two separate tokens, well, the value is really intrinsically linked. Let's say if one token is doing well, the other token is probably also doing great. The other way around though, if the earn token is doing bad, well, the governance token is also dumping quite a bit. So two separate tokens, but still kind of linked. Anyway, I personally believe that if a game is doing great, people want to have a stake in its governance. Therefore, if the game is doing good, Mavia will go sky and sky high. However, how do we determine if a game is doing great? I personally think, again, that it's all depending on Ruby. Ruby decides how much you can actually earn while playing the game. So if Ruby is going through the roof, well, I do think that Mavia token is also doing great. However, if Ruby is not doing that well, I do think that Mavia token will also die a slow death. So in this video, we'll really zoom in on what is going to happen with the Ruby token, because that will be the lifeblood of the Mavia game. Then how does Ruby really work? Well, it's pretty simple. So you play the game and you earn tokens in reward. Then you can spend those tokens in-game again to, for example, upgrade your heroes, buy items, or upgrade your land. That is called the burning of your tokens. So earning or minting and burning of tokens. And those two things should be rather in balance. And that's how the economy keeps rather stable. So that is the basic concept. However, the most important concept is when do people start selling tokens? So if you sell your token, well, that is not being burned directly. So you need to find a buyer. And that is why some people call this more like a Ponzi scheme, because you constantly keep looking for more buyers to make sure that the initial investors can actually get their money out of the game. So that is kind of how the system works and how you can actually, well, earn or have a thriving economy. For you to start spending your Ruby in-game, well, you do need some kind of incentives. And that's also what I've done pretty cleverly in Heroes of Mavia. So you can actually upgrade your heroes, NFTs. But why would you do that? Well, simply to progress in the game. If you start unlocking higher tier lands, well, you can actually have special buildings, harder opponents. But those special buildings and harder opponents also make sure you can potentially earn more Ruby. So you invest into your land so you can actually reap more rewards later. So that's actually kind of clever. And of course, they can get this going on and on and on for a very, very long time. So of course, that's already, I think, a great sink, as they are called. Again, for the economy to not get too much overbought or too much oversold, you have to think about a balanced sink and earn mechanism. So therefore, well, we can do a lot of things. How can we keep things balanced? We can talk, we can pray, we can discuss. But the most important thing that you can do realistically is simulate human behavior. So what we can actually do is think, okay, so a normal human being would actually mint this much. A certain player would actually do this kind of burning because he wants to get these kind of NFTs. This much percentage is actually being burned because of this much because of that. That one is being actually sold. We're actually going to do a lot of different simulations. And that is luckily what the team is doing with Machination. Machination is a really easy to use, well, simulation software for game economies. Really built for game economies. not per se blockchain economies, but also for your MMOs out there. For example, for your gold in World of Warcraft, your gold in Guild Wars. A lot of MMOs, a lot of games have some kind of economy, and all these economies need some kind of balance. And the same is especially true for blockchain games. So guys, Machination, let me quickly show you a little clip here of the team of Heroes of Mavia.
Cool. So you see here, for instance, you see, I give you an example where you see here, every time that we do a battle, basically the idea is that when you do a 3-star, you steal something like 3 ruby to the other person, 1 is burned, right? But so 2 is just exchange between wallets. There is nothing that change, and 1 is burned. But here, in some occasion, you can win 2. So you may think, okay, if just this thing was out of context, you may think that's not sustainable, right? Because this is you don't burn enough that you mint, you see? And so, but the idea is that there is many other systems. And so these systems sometimes burn more than they mint. So some of them mint more than they burn, some burn more than they mint, and overall as an ecosystem, then it's how it can be sustainable. So this is a multitude of mechanisms, not just one.
Overall, I really believe that this game has a really balanced earn and burn mechanism. However, I think in these days, it really comes to, well, how many people are willing to buy the Ruby token to actually play the game. So that is actually what I think is being done really well by the Mavia team. And that is the introduction of the free-to-play player. Not that long ago, Mavia shared an article talking about, well, their free-to-play model. And let me quickly scroll downward because it's been a big article. So basically, all that you need to know right now, if you own a land NFT, you can earn Ruby by just playing the game. If you are, however, a free-to-play player without any NFTs, you can just play the game like normally, like, for example, Clash of Clans. So you can play the game, have a lot of fun, but if you want to progress faster, earn XP faster, earn oil faster, you can actually buy Ruby from the market and just use it in the game. So another real great burn mechanism. So it has a lot of great benefits, but I'll quickly want to go towards this one. Revenue as benefit free over here. Free players bring the opportunity to create revenue streams which can help to grow the Ruby economy exponentially. While free-to-play players may not receive the same benefits which land NFT owners provide, there are still many incentives to compete and climb the ranks in Mavia as a free player. And the thrilling gameplay along with the goal of becoming a top player or alliance will create additional revenue streams which fully benefit the Ruby economy. Due to the decentralized structure of the Ruby economy, Mavia holders will actually benefit the most from the free-to-play model succeeding. So guys, yes, if you want to play the game like a normal dude, without any NFT, you can still play along, still buy Ruby, like how I think play to earn should work. Have fun. If you want, you can earn Ruby, and the land or NFT holders will benefit from people having fun and still paying a bit for the game. Great thing so far. And that brings me to the final part of this video, and that is that I think that Heroes of Mavia does play to earn right. In this game, it is not earning first, it's having fun first. They provide a great game that people want to play. People are into crypto and people are not into crypto, and that, you know, merges two great worlds together. Finally, a game where really players benefit and not the companies. So that is, I think, what is great about, you know, this game. It's not, I think, a real Ponzi. This game really creates value, and therefore people that hold NFTs, hold lands, play the game and earn Ruby will actually benefit the most. So far, guys, I'm really bullish about Heroes of Mavia, but of course this is not financial advice. I own 14 lands myself, so I am of course maybe a bit biased, but so far I think it looks really cool. Do you want to earn crypto though in a different way? Well guys, then you might want to look quickly at our sponsor of this video, Skillshare. If you've never heard about Skillshare, Skillshare is an online learning community with basically thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning or wants to explore a new skill. It's really the best place to invest in yourself or in your personal growth. Luckily for us, the crypto audience, they also offer some crypto courses. For example, this one by Alex Winkler, I personally started doing the 5-day crypto trading course by him just to learn more about crypto day trading because I really suck at that. And by doing this course, I think I actually started to improve slowly but steadily. Luckily, it's nicely cutted, different days, different parts. So slowly I'm learning more about day trading, which is pretty cool. If you want to learn more about day trading or other courses, check out my link in the description down below. The first 1,000 people to use the link on my description box or my code will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So check it out. Okay guys, I hope you learned a lot by watching this video. Let me know if you're into Heroes of Mavia as well. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you like this kind of content, do please press the like button and of course subscribe for future content. But it's me, that's Gentlecoin, and I'll see you in a future video. Till then.